A good friend of mine once told me, and buy the gun and go on the trip. There's no point in being the richest guy in the cemetery. And I believe I rather want to be a man rich in memories than rich in dollars or rands. The best story is not about the one who tells the story, but it's always about the story itself. You're either going to see this or you're going to watch this video and see a very egotistical individual that hunts to gather trophies to make himself feel important, or you're going to see that there's more to hunting and that this is a story about someone that at the end hopes, if a small boy or girl that looks at this video would want to start hunting and to start experiencing the bush and start to feel, to get a feeling for adventure. My story started when I was very young. I read a book from Pieter Pieterse, Aan die kant die Groot Rivier. That's where I first had this introduction to hunting and to the African bush and to the sense of adventure that comes with that. And that is where my fascination with the kudu also started. In the book, it goes about the trials and tribulations of a young man that wants to prove himself. And one of the quests that he has to conquer is that of shooting a kudu that comes and damages the crops of his father. And then I was fortunately lucky enough to have access to a farm in Marken, where I grew up with my two nephews, Hapia and Hendrik van der Walt. Hapia and Barend van der Walt. Hendrik van der Walt was my uncle. He grew up there with Christian, Susan and Elsa. And that's where I first fell in love with hunting practically. It was a very easy setup where you would stand up in the morning and after making a lot of plans to the next day, what you're going to do, where you're going to hunt, and you had the freedom of choice to hunt wherever you went. It was usually myself and a nephew or two nephews, and we would get dropped off on the farm. And how it would work is if you would work from the one side of the farm until the other side, and if you didn't get anything, you would get a nice piece of boerewors or pap or something that was already on the stove. My grandma, Tannie Susan, would have that ready and a piece of bread, and then you would get dropped off again and you would walk the farm again until you got something. I think hunting taught me a lot of patience, but hunting taught me a lot of responsibility. And that is, it comes with having the adventure of hunting or enjoying hunting. Picking up a rifle is easy, taking aim is easy, but to live with the consequences of what you killed after taking the shot, that's where you get, that's where your first true test of character starts as a hunter. I would like to pay tribute in this video to a few people that I got to know and that was introduced to me by hunting, solely by hunting. Firstly, Johan van Rensburg, JVR. He gave me the freedom of his farm in Dwaalboom, and I truly had some amazing experiences there. Something that I would cherish for life. And he taught me one thing, and that is not to spend all your money on one hunt, and also not to shoot something that's not on the list of animals to shoot. Then my nephews, Appie and Barend, and Arnoldus, we truly had some times in the field and enjoyed times in the bush that you can never replace. And we've got stories, so many, like myself and Barend hunting a bush pig, dragging the bush pig to the road, and then a lady came and stole our bush pig, and we had to drive after in a 1400 Nissan bakkie on a gravel road with rocks like this to go and recover our bush pig. And nobody could believe we were dumb enough to do that. Myself and Appie shooting pigs off his back, where he would stand like this and ask me continuously, "Is jou klaar geskiet?" Or skiet, because he could not. He's a tall guy and he could not bend over long enough. Then myself and Arnoldus, there was a time when we were still students, didn't have the means to pay for all the hunting, and we would make plans. Then another tribute would be to, I would like to pay tribute to my best friend Jan Harris Olofse. He taught me patience in the bush, and he taught me not to go and shoot anything that walks before you as a hunter, to truly wait for something that's monumental and special. And then lastly, my grandma, my deceased grandma, Tannie Susan van der Walt, she truly, and I'm saying my grandma, the people that know the story will know the story, but she was in effect 100% someone that I spent a lot of time with, and I called her grandma till her very last days. She was someone that unequivocally provided me with the opportunity to be a young man and enjoy the adventures of Africa. And she was always joyful. Even though we were naughty, she would never, ever give us too much slack. She would just laugh and continue. And yeah, this video, or this dream of a kudu, started in a study of my grandfather, but it was fueled mostly by one last hunt, and I would like to just quickly tell you about this hunt. I'll put a picture on it. Hopefully the editing team would be able to put a picture of it. But I was driving home. I was taking my grandma's domestic worker home to her informal settlement, and on the way on my left-hand side there was an open farm. We call it an open farm, no fencing. And I saw a massive kudu bull, just massive. And I braked the car to the point where the lady got a bit agitated and scared. And I called my grandma. I said, "Tannie Susan, Tannie, yes, wiese plaas is hier? He's a movie kudu." And then she told me it was a guy, Fritz Pieter from Brits. He inherited the farm, and long story short, I made a lot of calls, drew all of my last money that I had in a check account, Absa student check account, and I took that money and I made a deal to hunt that kudu. It was a big kudu bull. And why I want to pay tribute to this, specifically in this video, is she stood up with me for 4 days, 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30, made a coffee, packed a small piece of, we call it a broodjie, sandwich, and she would drop me off just before dark on the farm. It was about, let's say, 8 to 10 kilometers from her farm. And she did it for 4 days and all that, and she would check up at 11 o'clock if I'm all right, if I'm fine, and have I shot the kudu yet. And I shot the kudu the last day, the last light, and I remember that moment and that sharing, that just, it was something amazing. It taught me something about being totally selfless and contributing to someone else's dream to the point where that dream is realized without you getting any gain from it. And that's why I want to just tribute this video, this kudu hunt video, to Tannie Susan van der Walt van Marken and Christian van der Walt, who provided me with the greatest opportunity to be a young man and the freedom of enjoying the bush as well as responsibility. I also want to pay tribute to Rudy and Nika's Heinlein, all the Heinleins, Gerard included, the farmers there on top in the Popa. I had the wonderful opportunity to hunt some of their property that's also completely uncommercialized hunting. And what they taught me at a very late stage in my life is to truly enjoy and cherish each moment that you have and each opportunity, and not to rush something. It's one of the farms that I've been to quite a lot of farms in Southern Africa, where looking after the animals is so important and so vital that to the point where you're pissing off clients. But rules are rules, and Rudy is unshakable in his ethos, and I would just like to pay tribute to his sense of responsibility towards the bush, being an owner of such a vast piece of the African bush, but still maintaining it to the point where, or maintaining it in a manner as if it's the only African bush left. These shoes, hopefully they will shoot their last kudu today. I bought them specifically for hunting in Marken, and for that kudu bull they shot. And I always said to myself, until I shoot a 60-inch kudu bull, this would be my shoes that I would wear. And hopefully today we're going to realize that dream. The story behind the 60-inch kudu bull, it's the magic number. It is a bit of an egotistical thing. It is a bit of a thing of coming around a fire and saying, I have hunted a 60-inch kudu bull, because there's a massive difference between shooting one and hunting one. But the main thing is for a kudu bull to get to the point where it's 60 inches, it has to be, it had to live for an extensive period. My Engels raak op vanoggend. He had to graze and survive for an extensive period on a property. So it's akin to defeating a monster. I believe all people have a sense of adventure and a quest. A dragon to slay, a princess to save, and a bounty to collect. I believe that's essentially what we have in all of us. And the kudu bull is going to. It's not my dragon to slay. I've slayed a few dragons. I think it's my quest, my bounty to collect. Hopefully, it's the last one. It's the last kudu that I hunt. Seeing it will be. Hopefully, it will be enough.
Handus, welcome here by Dries Visser. You are here to look for a nice big kudu bull, and we're just going to shoot your rifle quickly, see if it's raging, and then we're going to go on a hunt. Are you ready for it?
Dankie. Thanks, Tian. Yes, yeah, it's been a lifelong dream. Actually, I've watched Dries Visser Safaris when it was still DVDs. and we would watch. It was a bow hunting only farm, and now by hook and by crook I landed up here for a big kudu bull. Hopefully we can find it. Altus is here with me. He was in high school with me, so he knows the story and the passion we have for hunting. He knows we've been communicating for quite a while now to come and find something that's proper and also hunted in a proper fashion. So yeah, looking forward to it.
That's what we do by Dries Visser. We like to hunt nice big areas and do it on the right way. And I think all of us have a passion for hunting, so I think you can enjoy it.
Let's hopefully.
All right.
Hopefully I don't have to be back in court tomorrow.
Let's hope
Not
so.
for my own appearances.
Well,
All
let's
right.
do it. Let's shoot your rifle and then we get into the hunting area.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Ek is fancy aangetrek. Die oom het koud gryp, maar ek môre met my langbroek uitkom toe lag almal vir my.
Right, julle is reg met julle ore, né?
Jy kan dit waai. Druk net julle ore toe daar net 'n massa ryker op.
Het hy?
Ja.
Goed, druk jy. Loan, ore toe, mond oop.
Julle reg. Hy skiet links. Hy het gewoonlik cold bore accuracy links, so ek gaan net op een skoot skiet.
Alraai.
Ja, daar's hy in.
Ek dink hy's reg.
Ja, hy's 100. Hy sal skiet. Altus, everyone's always got a story what rifle they want to use or how they came to a caliber. Specifically, all of my family have been in the police force, and I was introduced to a 308 because the ammo was for free, and therefore it was quite cheap to use. This rifle specifically, it's a Saku A7 Rough Tech Pro. It's what I always wanted, always dreamt of, and I had one of my best friends, Jan Handus Venter, his dad, Tinus. If he ever watches this video, he'll know. He advised me to buy a Saku for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. And being myself, I did not ever want to do that. Now I bought several other firearms that I had to sell because they were not performing. So finally I bought this, and it's been with me ever since. Yeah, it's going to be special to shoot the kudu with it. It will be this specific firearm's 27th kudu bull if I shoot it. So hopefully we'll find it. And then Tinus knows that he gave me the best advice. Yeah, as the video progresses, you'll know that this video is a tribute to a lot of people in my life that introduced me to hunting and that still provides valuable insight or input into my hunting. And this is one of those people. So as we go along, I will hopefully on a few sections dedicate some proper consideration to those people that taught me how to be the best hunter. Hunting is a very sentimental thing because sometimes you get to the veld and someone that you don't know gives you something or gives you a present that you take with you. And this let's call it a jacket. I don't know what's the right English word for it. It was my uncle's, and it's a formal Department of Correctional Services jacket that he gave to me as a present, and I've used it ever since. It's been all over Southern Africa, Namibia, Botswana, and it's always been with me. And this is why it's just one of those things. It's my lucky jas. I wear it everywhere I go. And Johan, thank you for this jas. It's another tribute to you. I've always used it and it's always served me well. Hopefully it's lucky on this hunt as well. Alright, so sun is setting now. We're going to have one last drive around, see if we can catch a spoor. Maybe it went over a road or something. If we don't find it tomorrow morning, tomorrow's the next day. Let's hopefully we'll find it now. I just want to see the bull. Just want to have a glimpse of what it means to see a nearly 60-inch bull in the veld. Never have had that experience before. Hopefully. Oh, draf hy. Sien jong. There we go, there we go. Iets hardloop hy. Just thinking how life works. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Hoping, I'm one of the only guys, I pray a bit in the veld, asking the Lord to bless you with an opportunity. You just need one opportunity. Thinking about M&M and lose yourself, one opportunity. Okay, wat is gister? Hij lijkt net kleiner.
Nog een foto van ons van vooraf. Water erin.
Het is zelfs alweer iets afgewerkt van de foto's. Kijk hier.
Kijk hier.
Geen wagen of een kijk, hè? We had a crib now where they drink, trying to, like yesterday, pick up the Kudu, see if we can find some spoor. And then our guide Stian, he has just confirmed that the bull drank yesterday. What time, Stian? 12:45. So he was drinking at this specific waterhole. He looks amazing. I just hope we find him in real person, in real life. Kijk. Het is een groot bul daar hoor. Ja. Perfect. Yeah, sick. We found the kudu, we found the spoor, it's working, our plans are working. We tracked blocks, so hopefully we're going to find it. We're going in.
Well done!
Okay, laat ek dit weer kyk. Ek het al baie so gespaai, maar staan weer op.
Ai! Haal net voor en maak reg. Jy staar stadig. Kyk net sy kop is op. Kyk net sy kop is op.
Ek het nog gespaai, hoor. Hy skit nog, hy skit.
Kom ons staan net hier, dan gee ons kans dat hy net uitgaan. Hou maar net dop.
Ek gaan net op die skoot het, of hy opspring. Maar ek het hom definitief gespaai.
Ja, hou net mooi dop. Hou net mooi dop.
Dankie, Here.
Gee hom sy tyd om uit te gaan.
Oh.
Well done.
Ek kry so warm. Kom ons gee hom sy vaai. Woe, so groot bal. Dis koring so werk. Hy so. Ag, gat. Ag, gat. Maak dit klaar. Altyd dankie vir jou moeite dat jy saam met my was. 2 years we've spoken about finding a kudu like this. For 2 years, several nights, working late at night, watching YouTube videos in the off time. Finally there it is. I don't think I'll ever shoot a bull like that again. Symmetry, ivories, just a thick neck, proper bull. Thank you, Lord. Hoi.
Well done.
Waardeer
Ek
herrig.
like die manier hoe jy jag.
Ja.
Waardeer dit opreg.
Waardeer herrig, Bena.
Okay.
Jellyboa, nee? Dit is groot hier, hier is, ek kan dit nie glo nie. Fuck it. Dankie FNB. Hy is nou klaar. My friend Jan Harris Olofse, I wish you were here. But working there in the Congo, there you go. Jana! Ja, dat is een goede bal. Oh. Ja. First shot was fine. Where's the bullet? He would have died. Yeah.
That's the cool monkey.
Dis 'n bil. Ek sal hom self slag. Ek gaan hom self kyk net hierso. Papa, hier is Papa se skuld. Papa het die Kudu koors in my die ergste laat aansteek. Daai eerste Kudu bil wat Papa betaal het. Ek sou nooit vergeet op Taratara. Waar ons in die veld gelê het, Papa was op Papa se iPhone, daai wit iPhoneetjie. En toe lê ons so en ek sê Papa, daar's 'n Kudu bil. En Papa kyk vir my sonder om op te kyk of die bil te sien, net gesê, skiet hom. Ek sal 'n plan maak. En ek sou nooit vergeet nie, opgestaan en ek kan nie eers eintlik die stukkie onthou van die skoot tot waar die bok val nie. Maar hier lê ons nou. Hierdie is Papa se skuld, maar dis 'n goeie skuld. Ek blameer Papa glad nie. Dankie dat Papa my verantwoordelikheid geleer het met 'n geweer van 'n pellet af reg deur. Moenie na huis toe skiet nie, moenie na mense toe skiet nie, moenie met 'n gelaaide geweer rondloop nie. Ja, die res het ek vergeet, maar ons doen ons bes. Dankie vir alles. After attempting yesterday night to locate the bull and not being successful, one of Dries's guides, he was nice enough to then drag all of the roads with a big thorn branch in order for us to pick up fresh spoor. This morning, Stian and myself and Altus and Ben, we came here, and very, very cold morning. So we were lucky enough to pick up the spoor, and after that it was just simply a matter of locating the bull. We bumped him twice and he ran into a different section of the farm, and luckily Mr. Altus Kotze he's got the best eyes of us all, and he spotted the bull. We got off and I finally had the opportunity to take a shot from the shoulder. And I cannot explain the feeling after that. It's like writing an exam that you've studied for 10 years, and finally being able to complete such an exam and getting your results. It's about the same feeling. Yeah, thank you to everyone involved, everyone that's always bared with me when I call you at late times or ask you on December if I can shoot a Kudu bull. Thank you for Altus for your time. And Stian and everyone else. I don't know what else to say. Sometimes you are at a loss for words after a moment like this. Yeah, baie dankie. to conclude my story, this is finally, I'm sitting next to what I've dreamt about for many, many years. I've hunted, I've walked, I've accosted many farmers. They will watch this video and think about how many times I've called them and WhatsApp, send them WhatsApp messages, text messages saying, please, do you have a bull that I can shoot? I'll pay what the Americans pay. And finally I have such a bull. In conclusion, I would just like to say to anyone, any young child watching this video, pursue your dreams, continue hunting, come into the veld, spend time, take your time to learn to take the steps in hunting. Start from a warthog so you can cherish each moment that you shoot a big warthog and then impala and then whatever you want to shoot. Don't rush through things and forget about the inches. I know this bull next to me is of a magic inches. The amount is there, or the inches is there, but it's not about that. For me personally, after hunting so many other bulls, I reached a stage where a bull like this is the epitome of my goals as a hunter. But get into the veld and enjoy it. Listen to all the stories. Go and take your time and listen to your guide telling all the stories of where the bull went, and enjoy the humor. We've got a massive privilege in Southern Africa of picking up your gun within 15 minutes. You can arrange a hunt and enjoy the bush. Let's not forget that. Let's forget about all the small camps and all the breeding, and let's see if we can still hunt. This was a massive privilege. Thank you, Altus, for your time to take this video. Hopefully by the time that you watch the video, I will have some form of publishing organized for my book, and we'll be reaching a point where it will be published, and my story, hopefully some people will read the story and enjoy, like I've read many other people's stories, like Jokkel Leroux, Jokl, I don't know how to say your name, Jokkel Leroux from in Wilton Jag, and Stefan Fischer, and Pieter Pieterse, and Mr. Hecker, Kath, all those people that's got stories to tell of the bush. Hopefully one of my stories will flow down that line and mean something to someone that reads the book and watch this story, and it will get them to pick up a rifle and go to a range and start enjoying the bush. Thank you.